What's up, you guys? I forgot to do an intro for this video, so I'm going to do it now at the end of the video and put it at the beginning. That doesn't make sense. Today's video, I'm attempting to use my fire pit again for the first time after 3 attempts. Cook a steak in super high winds, really loud wind, in the snow, in the Jeep. Stick around, see if it turns out good or not. So room temperature today for the steak is 38 degrees and windy. Got this from Sprouts. It's a little fella, but it'll do just fine for me today. What I use is the salt and pepper old-timey butcher shop dry rub. I love this stuff. I use it on a lot of things. It's just simple. Coat liberally. All right, that should be good to go. Let that sit. Like I said, it's at room temperature, but room temperature out here is 38, and the wind chill, I don't know what the wind chill is taking it down to, but it's windy. So windy out today. But you know, I tried to come out, it's been 3 different attempts now to come out and try out my new fire pit. My new fire pit, because dang dude, it's cold. So the sun's shining today. It rained a little bit earlier. but the wind is gusting like huge. Luckily, I'm kind of on a rise here, and I got the fire pit really low, so it's not being affected by the wind. But this was a birthday present of mine, and I wanted to try it, see how good I can cook on it, and how good of like a fire it puts out. Now today, with all the wind, I probably won't stoke a fire on it. I just got some hardwood charcoal that I primed up. I primed it up in one of these little guys. This is just this is a Weber brand. I got this like at Ace Hardware or something for, I don't know, 10 bucks, something like that. Put the hardwood charcoal in there, put some paper here, light it, set it in there, and it caught fine. And I just let it get to where it was all kind of silvery looking. It dumped it in. Now I didn't bring that much hardwood charcoal because I didn't know. I got a bag of it, like a 20-pound bag. I didn't know how it's going to work, but I've got the grill nice and low, and it's like slow cooking the steak. It smells really good. We'll see how it turns out. But I've been literally trying to do this for 3 weeks. One, you probably saw a video. If you didn't, go back and check probably 1 or 2 videos ago. I came out to this general area here, and it had just snowed. It was deep. It was deep. And I slid down. I got the Jeep stuck really bad out here, as usual, by myself. And I had to winch and winch and winch to get out. And after that, I was so tired that I didn't try the fire pit. Then the following weekend, everything was melting, and it was just a slush pit of mud, and it was raining, and it was really cold. So I skipped on that, and now here it is. This is 2 weeks after I got stuck, and it's been pretty sunny, but there's still snow. There's still snow around, but it's just really, really patchy, but that's okay. So I'm gonna cook this steak up. Hopefully I can get it to, my only concern is I didn't bring that much charcoal, maybe 10 pieces of it, but it's working good so far. I'm about ready to turn the steak. So I've got my Amazon Basics tongs here. They're like $3. Figure why not throw them in the Jeep. If you lose them, not that big of a deal. Yeah, oh man, the coals are working so good. Oh, how good does that look? So I have it on its lowest setting here. There's 1, 2, 3 settings to raise and lower this grill part here. This grill part in the center is removable. Looking pretty good. The dry rub, you can see like the crystals of the salt and the pepper. It's just perfect. This fat is rendered out. It's crispy right here on the top. So if you have the patience to slow cook a steak, I find it turns out so much better. But you really have to have like perfect coals and be able to adjust your heat source. Wow, that actually is really nice as far as heat goes. Warming the hands up in this wind. Time to pull this sucker off. Oh, it looks perfect. Whoa. Woo. I'm gonna set this aside and let it rest. I'm gonna take off this grill, maybe stoke a little bit of a fire to eat by, but I'm gonna go set this over to let it rest. See if I can cook some of this off here. Save me from cleaning. Hopefully this works out, because in all my haste to get out here and do this, I forgot my coffee. I forgot my coffee, and I forgot a knife and a fork, so I used my pocket knife. Perfect. Just ever so slightly pink in the middle. This is the way I like it. Looks pretty good. Cut big chunks because I don't have a fork. And then as it gets a little bit smaller, you can see the pink is closing in on this side. So there's something for everyone. Medium rare to medium as it tapers down and gets smaller. Looks pretty good. Well, the fire pit worked great. It's right here, right at my knees, giving me warmth even though it's blowing so bad. I got my steak here. Oh, it turned out good. Tender. Little like crispy on the outside from the dry rub. It's the salt and pepper. Don't need to add anything to it. You can really taste the salt and pepper. Like it's not too salty, but it's there, you know, it's like, wow. I always like to put a little extra on because it helps make like a crust. It's got the salt and pepper crust on it. It's delicious. Super tender. Oh, it's good. It's good. And you know what? How easy it was to do it on this. Being able to raise and lower that thing using the charcoal, hardwood charcoal. And it was just, like I said, about 8 or 10 pieces, and I was able to control that heat really good. Oh, wish you were here. Oh, that's so good. I'm not gonna torture you anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up and I'll get back to you because it turned out really good. This is kind of on par with a steak I made a few years ago when we were doing a Can We Survive video, and we did it over manzanita coals, and it was really good. And we slow cooked that because we didn't have that many coals. It's almost like if you don't have enough, you get it right down there and you slow cook it and you take advantage of the coals that you do have. Oh, it's really good. It's really good. I would eat this any day, every day. So as far as leave no trace goes, here's my feet where it was sitting, right here. And this is all that came out. Now there is a bottom plate catcher for it that you can use so you don't damage like grass and the ground, but being that I'm on this icy snow, it didn't even melt the snow. And it only a few little tiny pieces came through onto the ground. So that's pretty good as far as like if you're looking to leave no trace where you're at, take a little snow like it's salt and just dabble it on there and you're good to go. I think that's pretty good. I like that. Again, here's the feet where it's at. This is where I sat. Oh man, I really hope this video comes out because that steak was delicious. It is ungodly windy out here. Now, I've got my best microphone on with my best wind muffler, so it should allow you to hear the wind, but not like crazy distort it, right? Hopefully, because finally, after, I don't know, 3 weeks, I think, not 3 weeks, but 3 different attempts to come out and try that out, I think it worked out pretty good. I wanted, like I said, I got it for a birthday present. And if you want, when it's on a normal day, I can do a kind of an in-depth thing on that thing, because there's a lot of options out there for fire pits. There's more in different countries that we don't necessarily have access to here in North America. But I went for kind of an expensive one, or it was the old buy once, cry once thing. That one there is a Snow Peak. It's made in Japan, and it's like real quality stainless, quality welds, heavy duty, should last, I don't know, a lifetime maybe. There are other ones on Amazon, not a lot with the same shape. I like that shape that one has. And then I've got a little grate that goes in about midway, and that's where you put your charcoal on for cooking. Take that grate out and just pile it up full of wood for your campfire. Worked pretty good, but if you guys are interested, I will do a more in-depth video the next time I use it, show you guys like all the pieces to it and what it's all about. This was really it literally was brand new. There was no scorch marks or anything on there. I can't believe how windy it is. But like I was saying, no, that was the first time. No scorch marks, no nothing. Set it up. Obviously, I've seen other people use them, so I know how to use it. First time using one of those charcoal starters. I know probably a lot of you guys use those like on your kind of Weber barbecues to do your charcoal briquettes. It's the same exact thing. But what I used was hardwood charcoal that I got at Cal Ranch store. It's, it's a ranch store here. Yeah, I really like that place. They have a couple different types of hardwood charcoal. And not too far away up in the National Forest over here, I've seen signs of a charcoal kiln. It says charcoal kiln, like, and an arrow, like they're inviting you to come over there. And charcoal kiln to me sounds like maybe they make charcoal. So I want to go check that place out. If I have a local place where I can buy charcoal, that's pretty cool. The stuff, it lights so easily. It lit with like it was a kind of a piece of packing paper, a little bit thicker than regular paper. Just wadded up one, and that caught the whole thing on, got all the coals going. So that worked out really good. I tried to get behind the Jeep, and the wind changed directions. It's really cold. I know it doesn't look like it, but I should have put up a video before this talking about, not just talking about, but in there I talked about how I hate the wind. Yeah, see, this is payback for what I said about the wind. It's like, I heard you. I heard what you said, and welcome to my fury. But in spite of that, I was still able to do what I wanted to do. Now, everything I've cooked outdoors has not been perfect and delicious. I would say maybe 50%. You always see people cooking and eating in front of you on videos, and they're like, oh my God, this is delicious. Let me just tell you, it's not all delicious. But after like setting up camp, off-roading to get there, like most anything tastes better than it would if you were just sitting at home. So maybe that goes into that. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This one today, it was right up there. It was good. It wasn't the best, because it probably wasn't the best cut of meat. Meat's a little bit harder to find right now. They had actually a lot, but they didn't have the really good marbled stuff in there. But that was a grass-fed New York strip, I believe. And I paid $6 for it. You saw the size of it. That was $6. So I guess that's kind of expensive. But the grass-fed ones are more expensive. It was there. I'm like, what the heck, I'll try it. But it was good. It was good. It was top 5 steaks that I've cooked outdoors. The number 1 is the one we did. It's actually on video on Can We Survive. Like I said, I have a little, I don't have it with me, but I have a little grill that has little feet you put right over your coals. And that thing works really good. Except it's just a little bit too big, right? It's a little bit too big. And sorry about sniffling. It's the wind that's getting me. But that one we were using manzanita. And those manzanita coals, there was no ash coming off the coals. A lot of this stuff out here we have around here is pine, and that's just, it's ashy, it's full of resin and all that. That's why I really went with that hardwood charcoal. I think I'll be a little bit more mindful with what I use to cook over, because you know, the whole idea of getting this thing was that when you pull up to a dispersed camping spot and there's an existing ring there, let's be honest, it's pretty disgusting what people put in those things. And you're going to cook your food on it, and you're not supposed to make a new ring, right? Because now you're messing up the area. You're leaving multiple traces. So the idea is, with this, is it's right here in a canvas bag in the back of my Jeep. With the wind and the snow, it cooled down quick, real quick, to where I could put it away. But if I keep this thing, you know, whatever, clean of resin from like pine and all that, and I use hardwood charcoal, this is a nice little portable place to cook, and I don't have to worry about what's in an existing campfire pit. Cans, people pee in those things. You think I'm kidding? You don't know what people do. Like I said, I know not people, but I know people have thrown bullets in them. I know they throw cans of beans in there and they explode. They throw their water bottles in there, and that melting plastic, that's toxic. Beer cans, pee in them. Yeah, there's some wackos out there in the world. So just for my own sanity, I wanted to do this. So I think that the cost of it, I know it's a lot of money. I think it was, everything together that I got was over $400. But I got basically everything you could get with it. That's a lot of money. But I said it's quality, it's stainless steel. It's got thousands of great reviews. Buy once, cry once. And if you can then easily, like I easily in this weather was able to cook a really delicious steak, I think maybe after a couple seasons, it's going to pay for itself, right? I think so. I think it'll be worth it. So it was really fun. I always love a challenge, and this was definitely a challenge. Cooking in this weather, this wind. It's crazy out here. I love it. You hear that? The tops of the trees are bending over. It's really good. So I was talking about, you know, a lot of times we look at the cost of things. It's a little dark. Looks a little dark to me. The cost of things, you know, this, I bought probably the most expensive one I could in North America. There's some really good looking ones in Australia and maybe even in South Africa. But with the way things are, worldwide shipping and all that stuff right now is like nightmarish. But some of that stuff is you can't get over here. But I could get the Snow Peak one. I actually got it on Amazon, and like I said, it was a birthday present to myself. You know, when you get something as a gift that's exactly the thing you wanted, how great is that? So, man, I'm really happy. I got to come out and finally use this damn thing. There's still a little snow on the ground, which is good. It's actually snowing this storm here that's bringing wind and a little bit of rain here. Up farther where I go off-roading, where the red clay is, up farther north, I was up there yesterday just doing some other stuff, and it's snowing up there, and there's still a lot of snow. So as soon as I get the Lexus finished with its stage 1 build, the suspension and wheels and tires, I'm going to take it up there, have some fun, do a little camping, a little cooking. That should be a lot of fun. This was just a short video to cook a steak, you know what I mean? That sounds so stupid, but it's exactly what it was. But I wanted to share with you guys and myself, try this thing out, and it finally did, and it worked perfect. My belly's full of delicious meat. Yeah, grass-fed New York strip from Sprouts, $6. I don't, to be honest with you guys, I don't even know if that's good. I don't shop. I don't shop much. Anyway, that's it, you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next video.